Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I'm so excited for today's video. I'm actually going to be doing a little wedding makeup trial on myself. This is the look that I tried today. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want for my wedding. I was just going to sit down and play with makeup today and try to figure out what I want. So I thought, why don't I do it with you guys, turn on the camera, and let's do this. I'm also going to be giving you guys a wedding update and doing a little Q&A in this video. So it's going to be super fun. This video is sponsored by Zola.com. It is an amazing, amazing website if you are planning your wedding, whether you're in the middle of planning, just getting started, or you want to start thinking about the process. Zola.com makes it unbelievably easy for you to plan your perfect wedding. Zola.com takes the stress out of wedding planning with basically providing you a free wedding website, save the dates, invitations, wedding registry, literally free. It's super duper duper easy for you guys to use on the website. Zola.com/SHAE is going to be my link, and it's just a way for you to kind of manage all of your planning in one place so you're not getting confused and forgetful and where did I put this and what am I going to do with this. This way you don't need to use a ton of different websites to do everything. It's all just in one place. And again, it hosts your website, your wedding registry. You can get your invitations. It's all in one place. They actually have over 100 beautiful, they are gorgeous wedding invitations, save the dates. They basically have it for every wedding style, any color scheme. And you can of course customize the invites and the save the dates with your photos, your own wording, your color scheme. They have free guest addressing, free envelopes, and also some at some really great prices. If you do choose to have their free wedding website, you can match it to the colors of your save the dates and of your invitations, so everything has a really nice professional flow that some companies charge crazy amounts for. I never knew how much this wedding industry cost until I started planning my own, and it's like, oh my gosh, save every penny where you can and use something like Zola.com. Again, I'll link it down below for you guys and put it on the screen. My link is Zola.com/SHAE, and with my link, Zola is doing something super awesome for you guys. They're offering you $50 towards your registry or 25% off of your wedding invitations, which is just amazing. Like I said, save every penny where you can. Go to Zola.com, that's ZOLA.com/SHAE. I'll link it down below so you can click it. It'll take you right there. It's just really unbelievable. Alok and I are currently using it for our guest list. Like, you can literally make your guest list on the website. It helps to organize it for you, get any missing addresses, missing phone numbers. You can track your RSVPs, and they also give you like a sample of paper in the mail so you can feel what they'll actually feel like of the cardstock and the materials used, so you can actually get a feel for what your invitations and your save the dates will actually look like. You can add your Zola gift registry right to your Zola wedding website so people know exactly where to go for your wedding registry. One of the coolest parts to me is the registry. They make it so easy for people to get you exactly what you want or exactly what you're hoping for with your wedding. They've partnered with over 500 top brands like KitchenAid, Cuisinart. They even do Airbnb. You can set up a honeymoon fund. You can register for travel gift cards like Delta and other airlines. It is just really cool. If for whatever reason you cannot hire a wedding planner, this is your next step. This is actually your virtual wedding planner for free. Keep everything organized in one place. I'm telling you guys, you will not regret it. Zola.com/SHAE. Head there now. It'll save you so much time, money, and stress. It's gonna make your wedding the funnest, easiest wedding you've ever been a part of, and it's yours. It's gonna be the best. So again, head to Zola.com/SHAE. It'll be linked down below for you guys, and take advantage of the special deal right now. $50 towards your registry or 25% off of your invitations. I mean, that is such a great deal. Save the money where you can and check that out. So this is the makeup that I've done today for one of my first wedding trial makeup looks. I think I've done one other, and now that I'm getting closer to the date, I'm starting to freak out and I don't know what I want. So this is what we're doing today. I was just playing around. I'm going to share with you guys everything I'm using and why I'm using that, and let's get to the wedding talk. So I think I first want to start this video with my base, my face makeup, at least my foundation and concealer and things like that. Again, this is just kind of like a wedding makeup trial for me right now that I'm doing by myself on my own. I am so controlling. I kind of want to control every aspect of my wedding 100%, including every single piece of makeup that's on my face. I actually plan on bringing my own makeup bag to get my makeup done for my wedding because I'm a psychopath. Like, literally, I'm insane. So right now I'm kind of in this whole trial and error situation, trying to figure out what kind of makeup I want. So this might be a total fail. At the end of this video, I might say, nope, this isn't it. And we might do this 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 more times. Let's first start with face primer. So you guys know I traditionally don't really believe in primer, but you can bet your bottom dollar I will believe believe in it on my wedding day because I'm gonna be so paranoid. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. It's the only primer that I swear I notice a difference with. I actually swear by it, and I don't use it that often because I just don't want to run out of it. I feel like when I love something so much, I like kind of really highly covet it, and I try not to overuse it. So I asked you guys on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram for some wedding Q&A questions I'm going to answer while we go through this video. Oh my gosh, there's actually questions! I'm so excited! Okay, so I'm on Instagram right now. Let's see. Carissa Taz asked, how many dresses did you try on? I haven't tried on one single dress yet. I'll be honest, I'm not where I want to be with my weight yet, and so I'm really scared to try on dresses. You guys let me know, if I go try on dresses right now and I fall in love with a dress, but I still plan on losing a significant amount of weight before my wedding, can they size it like after I buy it? Like, I know you have fittings and things like that, but what if I lose the weight and then I hate the dress on my body? That's what I'm so paranoid about. So for foundation, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is in the shade Bone. I actually think it's a little yellow for me, but I could not find my shade Ecru, which is pretty much perfect for my skin, but still, I wanted to use this because I do believe this is the foundation I'll want to wear on my wedding day. So no, I've not tried on any dresses yet. I hope to do that in February. Hopefully that's not, it's cutting it a little close to my wedding date, I won't lie. But I just worry if I were to try on dresses right now, I would cry. Like, I would go in there and I'd put on the dress and I would just cry because I wouldn't feel good about myself, and I don't want to ruin the experience for myself and be upset, you know? Also on Instagram, Uncreative Kate, oh Kate, I'm sure you're so creative, asked, are you going to be doing your own makeup? Love you, by the way, you're my fave. Oh my gosh, Kate, I love you so much. Thank you. Okay, so this is something I've gone back and forth with 100,000 times. At first I said yes, I will most definitely be doing my own makeup because I'm such a control freak and I just worry. Then I was talking to my wedding planner about it, and honestly, she thinks it's gonna be a little stressful for me that day to also be doing my own makeup. I mean, of course I could do it and it'd probably be fine, but then I kind of understood what she was saying too. Like, I've only ever had my makeup done for prom, so like, if there was ever gonna be another time to have my makeup done, I guess it would be really nice to have a makeup artist do it. So then I decided I will have someone else do my makeup. Now the problem is I really can't find anyone that I feel comfortable allowing to do my makeup. Life is Noka Barrett 89 said, if you had to scratch everything and just have a Justice Hall wedding, would you be upset? No, of course not. I would not be upset. It's the happiest day of your life. How could you be upset? I'm excited to marry a Loke, whether, you know, it's in a back alleyway somewhere or at the Justice Hall or, you know, anywhere. I don't care. I'm excited. Brit M26 also on Instagram said, what has been the hardest part of wedding planning? I'm starting mine and I'm scared. Honestly, and I hate saying this, the hardest part so far has been finding a makeup artist. Aside from that, the other hardest part is just, I guess, establishing your budget and deciding, you know, what's gonna go to what, and then what do you do when always every person you've hired for a certain thing, the budget like doubles. Do you know what I mean? So I think for me, the hardest part really has just been figuring financially things out. Let's move on to concealer. I'm going to be using the KKW Beauty Concealer in the shade number 4. I do like the concealer. I think it has a really nice coverage. And I like this shade number 4 because it almost has a little bit of peachiness in it that I feel like really counteracts my dark circles. So I'm just kind of putting it in all my highlight places. And let's go ahead and blend that in. I would also love to hear about your guys' wedding days. Did you do your own makeup? What was the most stressful part? What was the funnest part? If there was anything you could change, like go back in time and change about your wedding, what would it be? I would love any of your guys' advice, seriously. I know a lot of you have already been married and have gone through it, or maybe you're planning it right now and you still think you have tips for me. Please let me know. I'm so curious. I genuinely 100% am so enjoying this wedding planning process. I actually never want it to end. Before this crease is too bad, I'm going to take my Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Cupcake. And I'm just going to set my under eyes really quick. I love this powder. I really, really do. It actually might be one of my favorite baking powders I've ever tried. Also take some down the nose and through the forehead. And I also like to set the concealer that I applied on my eyelid. You guys know that's typically what I use as my eyeshadow base. And then with my dual fiber brush from Sigma, this is the F50 brush. I'll just go ahead and set that in all over. So while we're baking a bit, I want to move on to the eyes. Again, you guys, I don't know if this is 100% what I'm going to use. That's why this is a trial. Today I'm going to go into the NATASHA DENONA Star palette. I love this palette and I never use it because it's so ungodly expensive. To this day, I can't believe I bought it. I cannot believe I bought it. I'm gonna first go into the shade right here, this little peachy guy. I think some people might be a little shocked at my wedding makeup or my vision of it in my head. I really want to stay true to myself, and true to myself is not a natural glam girl. That's just not me. I like what I like. I like dramatic makeup. That's what I feel most comfortable in. And I did one other wedding makeup look before where I did a shimmery eyelid, and I got a lot of comments saying like, you know, that's not very traditional and you want to do an all matte eye for weddings, which I completely understand. I think for myself though, I like a little more glam. If you didn't know, my fiance is Hindu. He is Indian. So we are doing a fusion wedding. It's definitely more American because the following day or the day previously, we have a little wedding ceremony at Alok's temple with just his parents. It's going to be insanely private, nothing lavish whatsoever. And then actually after the wedding, we're going to India to do a proper celebration there with his family. So I can also meet his family, which is just amazing. It's an outside ceremony and then the reception is indoors. It's basically in the most beautiful cottage ever. It's gorgeous. It's like half a barn, half a rustic cottage. It's really, really cool. I'm so excited, but the best part for me is during the actual ceremony, we're going to be standing under a 100% authentic Indian temple. It was actually flown in from India. This amazing white temple, and it's been aged from like the rain and, you know, the different weather. It's really, really old and it's really, really gorgeous. And I really hope that Alok's parents like really appreciate that aspect of our main wedding. From there with my E25 brush, I want to go into this medium tone brown here. We are having a non-dominational ceremony, except for one particular part that is really important to Alok's parents. So I said, yes, absolutely, we are doing it. I'm sure some of you will be familiar with this, but we're doing the 7 steps, 7 promises. And basically in the Hindu religion, there are 7 steps. You literally walk together 7 steps, and each step you make a promise to each other. And I think that's really lovely. Alok's parents picked out the 7 promises that are important for them, for us to make. And also at our ceremony, I have to ask for Alok's mother's acceptance and welcoming into the family, and Alok has to ask my mother for acceptance. And just something about that I think is just so beautiful, and it really fuses the families in my opinion, and I love that. Next I'm going to go into this darker espresso shade with the same E25 brush from Sigma. Another question here from Stacy Connerly. What theme are you going for? It's nothing super unique, our wedding theme in general, but what we're doing with it I think is a little more unique. Our theme is Love is Sweet because it really is just the sweetest thing, and we love sweet things. So one thing I will say is that cotton candy plays a huge theme in our entire wedding festivities. So even though I'm not planning my bridal shower, I did let them know cotton candy is extremely important to me. So they better include cotton candy. But even in our wedding, there's a cotton candy theme and other amazing sweet things. As far as aesthetically, like what it's going to look like, our venue is amazing because it's actually kind of like a plant nursery. So it is just covered in plants. I didn't want anything extremely fancy or like expensive looking, as silly as that sounds. Alok and I are such earthy, like chill people. We wanted it to have such an earthy vibe, and we just found the most amazing place with so many plants. The photos are just unbelievable. I cannot wait to show you guys photos. I'm not actually going to show anything until after the wedding, but oh my gosh, if you're in the New Jersey or Philadelphia or in New York area, you have to get married at my venue. You just have to. There's like a 10-foot high plant wall with plants in it. It's everything. So as far as like our floral theme and things go, we kind of want like a enchanted romantic forest theme, but like with wildflowers. Like everything needs to look like super wild. Nothing like super perfect and pretty. Though I love those, it's just not my style. I don't really want any white. I don't want too much like baby pink. Nothing like that. I really want more green and more rich colors and things to just look like perfectly unperfect. So next I actually want to cut crease my lid. I'm going to take my KKW Beauty Concealer again with my Sigma Beauty Cut Crease brush. This is an amazing brush if you love your cut creases or if they're a little too tricky for you. So I'm just going to go around my eye with the concealer to prep for our lid color. Also, for our flowers, I won't lie, our flowers are literally eating up the majority of our budget, and a lot of people think that's crazy. I remember when I mentioned that in a previous wedding video, a lot of people said don't spend your money all on the flowers because people don't notice the flowers. But trust me, people will notice our flowers. We're actually doing something a little different, and we're really focusing on putting all of the flowers onto the ceiling, which I am so excited for. From here, I'm gonna go into this kind of taupey rose gold shade up here. And where do I want to start it? I'll start it back here because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I want people to just walk into our reception space and just look right at the ceiling and just feel like they're like lost in this crazy romantic wild flower forest, but it's on the ceiling. So that's what I'm literally most excited about in this entire wedding. Like, out of all the crazy details I've been planning, my most favorite thing is going to be the ceiling covered in flowers. That is just a dream. From there, I'm just going to take a little bit of this bright shimmery shade here. I don't know if this is exactly what I would want on my lids, but I'm just trying this palette out today. You just don't know until you try it out. So I'm popping that on the inner corner. Okay, note to self, that chunky, I should have known, that chunky eyeshadow I just put on my inner corner was not the best idea because it's transferring on top of my lid. Does anyone else have, is it called tinnitus? Tetanitis? Where you get whoo, whoo, whoo in your ears all the time? Mine is so bad this week. It's driving me crazy. For eyeliner, this is another thing I'm not sure about. Do I want to do a winged liner or no? I'm going to do it today just because it's what I'm comfortable with, but I don't know that I'll want winged liner on my wedding makeup day. Thank God we're doing these trials because I don't know what we're going to do. I'm using the L'Oreal liquid liner. I think I'm going to want a wing. It's just who I am. I'm going to take some black eyeliner. This is by ARDENCY in and tightline with this. Something I'm also not sure about. Am I going to want a tight line? Am I going to want to do like a light pink on the waterline? What am I going to want? For under the eyes, I'm going to first take, I'll go into the shade and I'm going to smoke this out down here because I know that I love that. I love everything about this eye makeup except for that stupid glitter shade that I used on the beginning. Look what it's doing right there in my crease. And then I also want to take some of the deeper brown and only use that on this outer half under the eye. Okay, so that is the eyeshadow. Don't know how I feel yet. I like everything, of course, except for that chunky glitter I put on the insides, which was so idiotic. Forgive me. I'm going to throw on some mascara and lashes. I'll let you guys know what those are once I decide, and I'll be right back, and we'll finish off the face. Okay, so I don't know about the eye makeup. This is a little too safe for me, but these lashes are a yes. They are a yes. They're by my favorite lash brand in the world, Bold Face Lashes. They are called Super Boost. They come in this purple box. I'll link them down below. Again, Super Boost lashes. These are perfect. Because I feel like when you're looking at me, they don't look too heavy, but on the side, they're so wispy and full and long, and I love them. And I don't feel them. I hate when I can feel lashes hitting the roof of like my eyelid. They feel so lightweight and so comfortable. So this is actually like so good. Let's do a bit of contouring. You guys, I'm actually shocked with myself in this video because I just did a KKW Beauty tutorial and review. It was my first time ever trying it. I placed a huge order and I basically was like, I hate this. But yet there's so many things in that video that I've actually learned that I love and that I continue to want to use and that I actually want to wear on my wedding day. So the shadows were what kind of sucked. I liked the face makeup though. So I'm going to use my KKW Beauty contour contour powders. I like shade number 2. It's extremely cool toned. I love it for contouring. So I'm going to take some of that with my Sigma E25 blending brush and do some light nose shading. Let's answer another question while we're doing this. A lot of people asking about a dress. Oh my god, Alok asked a question. He said, who are you marrying? Is he hot? He is the hottest. He's such a sexy little number. What a nerd. Get out of here. Mackenzie Piper said, what do you love most about your fiance? This is gonna sound so corny. And when we were actually finding our officiant, we had to, what I love about our officiant, by the way, is before he even agreed to marry us, we had to do a marriage counseling session with him. And also, up to the date of the wedding, we're required to do 3 marriage counseling sessions with him. I really love that. I just think that's great. And I've actually always said, when I get married, I want to make sure I go to counseling first. Just being a child of divorce, you know, marriage is scary for me. It's another reason why I took so long to actually get married. Not because I had any like doubts about Alok, but because it's scary, you know? At our first interview with the officiant, he basically asked, what do we love about each other and why do we want to marry each other? And we only had like 3 seconds to answer the question, like 1, 2, 3, and you had to say whatever you were thinking. And like the first thing that popped in my head is he feels like home. And that's exactly so true. I can't even put into words what I love about him other than the fact that he has always felt like home to me. XO Misty XO82 asks, On the big day, are you planning on letting Alok see you before you walk down the aisle? Love you. I love you too, Misty. And yes, actually, we will be doing a first looks photo shoot before the wedding. We're actually doing the majority of our photos before the wedding because I really want to go to cocktail hour. I know that sounds insane, but like a lot of times a bride and groom, they don't get to have much of their cocktail hour because they're out doing photos during that time. So we said, let's do all our photos before the wedding even freaking happens. That way I can go to cocktail hour, I can eat some apps, I can drink some of my cocktails, some of my cotton candy topped martinis. Ooh, this is a good question. Candy Lynn Art said, do you feel pressure from being on social media to have the perfect wedding? You know what? I will say before I got engaged, I did. Seeing other YouTubers' huge lavish weddings, I did feel like, oh my god, there's no way I'll ever be able to afford that or do that. And then once I actually got engaged and was actually planning my wedding, thoughts of anyone else have completely left my head. Like right now, I just feel like it's so about me and Alok and creating like our fantasy wedding that's perfect for us that I don't care if it doesn't live up to anyone else's wedding. Like mine will be amazing because it's ours, you know? So it's weird because that is something I worried about. And now that it's actually happening, I don't really think about anyone else's wedding. Something else I'm really excited about, and I'm just going to tell you guys about it now because I don't know that you'll be able to hear it. I will tell you that I'm walking down the aisle to Sweet Child of Mine. It is an ode, and I consider it a blessing even though I'm doing it. A blessing from our favorite show, The Office. Angela walked down to Sweet Child of Mine when she married Dwight. Spoiler alert. And so I'm doing the exact same thing. And we're so excited for that part to not use a traditional wedding song. I didn't even tell you guys, I switched to the shade number 1 of the KKW bronzer. A lot of people are asking about a honeymoon destination. So our honeymoon's a little tricky right now. I don't know if we're going to be able to take a honeymoon right away because as I've said, we're going to India right away after the wedding. Like not right away, but like maybe 2 weeks after the wedding, we're going to India for a few weeks. And so it's kind of hard to plan like when would we work if we went to India and then also the honeymoon? And of course you could say that India could be the honeymoon, and it most definitely could be. But I'd also want to go somewhere with just me and Alok and not like his whole family for a honeymoon, you know what I mean? It's a little hard to honeymoon with a family around. So that's undecided. That might take a seat back until maybe a little bit later into the year we can do a nice honeymoon. So for blush, again, I can't believe I'm going to say this, KKW Beauty in the shade Grace has become, okay, I will say this blush is impossible to open, and every time I open it, it ruins my manicure. It dents into my nail polish. This nail polish has been on for 2 days, so there's no reason why it should be dented by something. So it's horrible to open, but I love the color. It's just a gorgeous kind of apricot. So I'm gonna pop this on the cheeks. Again, I'm shocked that I'm choosing KKW Beauty makeup for my potential wedding makeup. But I mean, look at that. Is that not just the perfect cheek color? It's bright enough. It's not too bright. It's matte. It's just ideal. It's just gorgeous. A lot of people are asking when my wedding is. I'm actually not going to say. It's going to be a surprise. The week of, I'll be like, guys, I'm getting married this week. But I'm not going to say. It could potentially be a month from now. You just don't know. I even went as far as to sign up on certain wedding websites with fake wedding dates in case anyone was searching for it. Like, who am I? Why would anyone be searching for it? But I wanted to be safe in case anyone is. I really don't want the date out, so I made a bunch of fake ones. That was really fun. I'm going to take my Benefit What's Up highlighter. I do believe this is the highlighter I'm going to want to use on my wedding day. It's just one of my all-time favorites. I feel so beautiful in it. I mean, honestly, is that not perfect? And then of course on those cheekbones. Oh, I'm so nervous about finding a makeup artist. I'm just so stressed out about it. I've been looking for almost a year now, and I haven't found anyone that I approve of. I will say there is one contender, and she actually did, this is going to sound so braggy, and it's not braggy at all, but there is one contender, and she actually did Taylor Swift's makeup for one of Taylor Swift's best friend's weddings here. So Taylor Swift's hometown is actually not far from me, and it's actually pretty much where my wedding venue is in Pennsylvania, and Taylor Swift's best friend got married last year or a year previous to that, and I found the woman who did the bridal party's makeup, and so I'm like, okay, if Taylor approves, like, I can probably approve, right? But my only thing is that I believe she only uses airbrush makeup, and I don't want any airbrush makeup. I don't like airbrush makeup whatsoever. I'm gonna set the face with my Smashbox primer water. It's what I always use, and I trust it with my life. I love this question. Clarce asked on Twitter, how is the logistics of planning a wedding with a lot of important family members being abroad? Our wedding is going to be actually really, 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 really small. Neither my extended family nor Alok's extended family will be coming. So it's literally just our parents, our siblings, and then our friends, and that's it. So we're having a very, very quaint wedding, and that is why we're going to India directly after the wedding so that I can meet his family. But it's been interesting. I think he maybe has a few people here or there who are coming in for the wedding, and I have an aunt and an uncle who are coming in for the wedding, but once we found out that people really weren't going to be making the trip, which is fine, I understand. It's a long journey for a wedding. It was pretty easy to decide, but we have been planning so much with mostly Alok's parents over my parents because my parents aren't that involved in a church or anything like that, so they don't care what kind of wedding I have, but it's really important to Alok's family to have their Hindu traditions and certain blessings and things that really matter to them. So a lot of our ceremony planning has been mostly with Alok's family. So for lip liner, I'm going to use Jordana's Easy Lip Liner in the shade Rockin' Rose, one of my favorite lip liners of all time. I did this exact lip combo in my KKW Beauty video, and I cannot stop wearing this lip combo. It's just, I love it. So I could definitely see me doing this lip combo on my wedding day. And then on top of that, I'm going to use the KKW Beauty lipstick in the shade number 1 Pink. It is a bit of a brighter pink, but I love it with this lip liner. Like, is that not the prettiest nude lip? It's not too nude, it's not too pink. The Lip Liners drugstore, and I'm sure you could find a lipstick in the drugstore that is this pink. You just need a pink. You guys, that is it for one of my first makeup trials with myself for my wedding day. What do you think of this makeup look? Give me any feedback you have. Please be kind. I'm sensitive. It's my wedding. If you have any other questions about my wedding that I did not answer in this video, or any other planning questions or advice you'd like, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna do another makeup trial video because I'm still learning and I might as well do it with you guys. Still trying to figure out exactly what I want. So leave your questions and I will answer them in my next Q&A wedding video. Again, if you're in the middle of planning your wedding or if you're just getting started, head to Zola.com. I will share my link on the screen and in the bottombox.com. It is ZOLA.com. You guys will not be disappointed. It makes planning your wedding so very easy. And again, shout out to them for sponsoring this video for me. I'm obsessed with that website and it is so, so helpful. Thank you guys for watching. I love you and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.